'Cause you're beautiful.
Like no other.
Flawless, absolutely flawless. 'Cause you're beautiful.
Hi guys, today we're going to film a video about perfection.
Perfection. Like what is perfection?
Well, this is the thing. There is really no such thing. I think perfection is kind of in the eye of the beholder.
I don't think there is perfection.
Perfection to you might be something different to someone else.
In terms of what? In terms of life perfection? Job perfection?
Everything.
Everything?
Everything. Literally. Like online perfection. So people,
Okay.
not necessarily perfection in reality, but perfection that people put out there. So like whether it
Perceptions.
be...
People's perceptions of
perfection.
oh my god. People's perceptions of perfection.
Yes.
Oh, say that when you're drunk.
No.
So like what
yeah.
people perceive you as. So like in terms of
And
us,
how you want people to perceive you.
what in terms of vlogs and YouTube and things like that.
Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah.
Even outside of kind of YouTube, we're talking like people's Facebook statuses. Like, it's just, some of them really irritate me. Like, great, you might have a really great life. That's amazing, but you don't need to be like, oh, I love my husband so much. Like,
sometimes it can be a bit braggy as well.
yeah,
can't
constantly.
it? Yeah.
Hashtag love him.
I think Facebook is the worst for that.
See, I don't
Do
really
you?
do Facebook, so.
Well, that yeah,
But I'm aware
I
of
don't
it.
go on Facebook as much as I used to because of
Yeah.
that.
the
Because-
casual brag.
Yeah. Although, have you seen that video? We'll leave a link below, but it's a video of how this guy, how he wants to be portrayed on Facebook. Have you seen it?
No.
Where he's like going, just having this for my dinner, but actually he's having like a TV dinner for one, and oh, I'm out on the lash with the lads, and it's a picture of his beer bottle, but he's at home by himself.
Yeah.
It's like how he's portraying himself
Yeah.
online, but he's completely different. His life is completely different. He's lonely.
Well, there was that girl, wasn't there? That I'm sure she went and stayed in her bedroom or something, and she put all this stuff out, and it looked like she was traveling the world. And loads of people, like, she was sending postcards from different places in the world, and she was like, it was like for a university project or something, and it all made the news a couple of years ago, maybe longer than that. And it looked, to all intents and purposes, like her family and everything thought that she'd gone away and travelled the world,
Really?
and she was trying to show you how social media can totally skew what is actually real.
Yeah. Do you know what? That's the same with like online dating though, isn't it? You
Yeah.
can be who you want to be. You can be who you want to be online.
Yeah,
I
and you can
suppose.
show people that part of yourself that you don't necessarily, it's not real. You can kind of just edit out all of the bad stuff and be like, look how great everything is for me. And that just
Yeah.
makes everyone else feel terrible. Because they're like,
Although, hang on,
compare
I'll put an
themselves.
argument for this. Sometimes people like that kind of thing as it's escape.
it's like aspirational as well.
Aspirational, but also an escape from their world.
Yeah.
If they're going through a really crap time, then they'll watch a video of somebody being so like, oh, positive, and,
Yeah.
and it's just a bit of escapism for them.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think the thing that annoys me is that because there are so many people out there that only show you the good and only show you kind of their edited world, that if you ever, like, people don't want to say something if they think that it's going to put them in a bad light. They will only say something if they think that people will like what they're going to say. And people are really difficult. They really don't want to be controversial. They struggle to be truthful if they think that people aren't going to take it in the way that they would. You know, like, you've got to know your audience. You've got to know who you're talking to after what you say.
Yeah.
And on social media, you don't know your audience. There's a variety of
Well, there's
people.
a variety of people with variety of different opinions.
Yeah,
So
and
you're
so
not going to please everybody.
People play it safe and they want to go,
Yeah.
oh, I'm just doing this. No. I'm the perfect parent. I'm the perfect wife. I'm the perfect child,
Yeah.
whatever. And it's really annoying because then other people think that they are less than because they can't live up to this perfection that people are putting out online
Yeah.
and making it look so easy. Because it's
Well,
not
see,
real.
I like to watch vlogs. It's probably my favourite thing on
Yeah.
YouTube. And I like watching real life vlogs because it's real life. Although I do vlogging myself, obviously over a weekend, you don't see everything of my life though.
No. But you still won't edit out the bad. You'll show like highlights, whether they be good or bad. So if you
Yeah.
have a really bad day, you'll share that.
Yeah.
And not everybody does.
And like sometimes it's like, oh, it's just me at home, I'm not really doing anything. But sometimes that interests people.
Yeah.
But if I was wanting perfection, then I'd be pristine all the time. I'd have makeup on all the time. And,
Yeah.
and in vlogs, it's not like that.
And it's difficult to live up to that. For people to think, oh, you know, if I'm this, then I should get up every day and put makeup on and I should do this. And people don't do that in real life. Not very many people anyway.
No.
It's not
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 me.
realistic.
No.
I think the thing that used to really grind on me was when I would be, like, from a parenting perspective, it's really hard to find stuff online where people are totally honest. There's people who are kind of earth mothers and, oh, you must do it like this, and you know, you can't verbalize your child, never let your child cry, stuff like that. And so I've been, well, just kind of real with it. I've just really wanted to say, no, this is how I've done it. It's not for everyone, but if this is how it works for you, don't feel bad about it.
No.
You know, if your child doesn't sleep through the night all the time, if if it's not easy for a lot of people. Some people make it out to be, oh, like that fit mom. Can you remember her? That was like, she's like 8 months pregnant, she's got abs.
Oh my
The one,
God.
she was seriously like shaming other parents, like, I can look like this and I've got 18 kids. However many kids she had. So anyone that is above a size whatever, like, you have got time, you've got this, and
But that's
there's no excuse.
But that's an example of she's trying to strive at that's her perfection, isn't
Yeah,
it?
totally.
That's
But-
her perfection.
But it's one thing
But
to,
not for
to
everybody.
feel that for yourself, but it's another to put that on someone else. She could have a nanny. Like, nobody knows what happens. All you can see is her surrounded by these children, and she looks amazing by her perfection standards. But you don't really know what's going on. Maybe she never spent any time with those kids. Maybe she's constantly at the gym and with a nutritionist. But you don't see that. You just
No.
see the bit that.
She wants you to see.
Yeah, I wish people
Yeah.
could just be more real and be like, do you know what? It's really rubbish at the moment because
Yeah, do you know
these
what, I'm having
things
a
have
really
happened.
crap day and blah blah blah, and especially like with the kids. I mean, I haven't got kids, so I can't really put into
Well,
that.
you know.
But I can see, watching other people, I can see some days people with kids want to tear their hair out.
Mm.
But online, it's like, oh, my kids are perfect and blah blah blah. Well,
Yeah.
they're not.
And from watching vlogs, I'll see things, because the people that I watch generally are quite just open and say what they want, and they'll be kind of real with it. But I'll watch something and be like, oh, I can't believe they said that, because I'll know that they'll get backlash. And it's not something that would offend me or something that I would kind of comment on, but because you know how people are, I'll be, oh, that was a bad thing to say. Or you'll see like a dog with a baby.
Oh right, yeah.
That, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people that have got dogs and children, they let them play. You know, obviously they're always at a safe distance, and obviously you can never trust a dog, blah, blah, blah. But you can just kind of see it happening. And people love to jump on stuff.
Yeah.
It's just, this is real, and then this is like Instagram and YouTube.
I like to try and make my Instagram as real as possible.
I like to let people in a little bit and make it a personal Instagram rather than
Yeah.
a brand Instagram.
Oh yeah, mine's not brand Instagram. I mean, some days I'll be like, I'm wearing this today, and this
Yeah.
is what I'm wearing, or I've got this necklace on, and blah blah blah. Because people are generally interested in that kind of thing, and it's real. It's really what I'm wearing that day, and if you're interested in buying that, then that's where you're gonna get it from.
Yeah.
But I've got pictures of Chris. I've got pictures a lot of pictures of the dog, food.
But real pictures of the dog, not stylised pictures of the dog with a flower next to him.
He wouldn't stay still
Real
long
pictures
enough.
of Harvey. Like, this is really my dog. He's not like a model dog that I've got to curl up around a newborn baby for a picture. It's a real dog.
Yeah.
Like, my mum is like a fair weather Instagrammer. She doesn't Instagram, but she follows people. And there was one particular blogger that she followed because I was like, I love this blogger. You know, she's got these really cute dogs and blah, blah, blah. And she followed her. And then after a while, she was like, I can't follow her anymore because she's so self-centered. I'm like, no, she's just a blogger. That's what it is to be
Yeah.
a blogger. And she was kind of pointing out differences between people's Instagram accounts. And that's kind of what made me think, yeah, some people are this is my personal Instagram, and some people are very guarded. And they'll just show you a snippet. And I can see to the untrained eye how something could seem really vain, because it's just selfie, selfie, selfie. But for us, we're like, oh, I really like her hair, or that lipstick's really nice. But I do prefer the Instagram accounts that are less polished, and vlogs that are less polished and more kind of like, oh, I'm in my pyjamas today, the house is a mess. I hate my kids. Like, but you can't say that! Like, in kind of just general conversation with other parents and stuff, it's like, oh, kids are driving me insane. But if you said that on a vlog, people would be like, childline!
Oh yeah.
It's stuff like that. And you know, oh, her house is so messy, or
So what?
whatever. It just, when I watch other people's vlogs, there are certain people's vlogs I can't even watch because I know what the comments are going to be like.
Really?
And you're watching kind of through your eyelashes, like, oh my god. Oh, they're going to say this about it. And it's just painful. And that's not them. I like them. I totally relate to them, and they're saying things that I would say, but they're things that you wouldn't necessarily say on a vlog, because you know that people will wait to jump on it.
So we've covered vlogs and how we like vlogs to be more real and things like that. But how do you feel in terms of being polished, like doing a main channel video? It's not for me because I do the vlogs and things, but you do.
Well, sometimes like you'll do your tea with E and you'll sit down and you'll film.
Yeah, and they're not polished though either. It's just me having a chat.
That's what I prefer. And I was thinking about this as well, because I think something came up about an old video. Someone commented in an old video or something. I was just thinking how terrible it was. There's a cupboard just to the left of us here. And I stood the camera and it was night time. I didn't know where the light source was coming from. It was really terrible from an aesthetic perspective. But I used to just get my phone, prop it up on a shelf somewhere and talk to it. And that's how I started making YouTube videos. For a long time I filmed on my iPhone. I didn't have a proper camera or anything for ages. And I think it's different now. When people start YouTube videos, people will contact me and be like, oh, I'm starting out, I'm going to buy this light. I didn't buy lights for ages, for years. I didn't buy any proper equipment or lighting system. Even now I've got one softbox that I rarely use. And now I feel like when people are starting out, they're like, oh, I have to buy all this stuff because everything has to look perfect. There are YouTube channels that I found, they've only got perfect videos. There are no starter videos.
But actually, do you know what? It doesn't have to be perfect because you're engaging with the person.
Yeah.
Not the background.
No.
I think.
Not all, I mean, you know. Background. I way prefer to see a bit of personality in someone that's just picked up the camera and really wants to talk to you in that moment than they've had to wait 2 hours because they have to set things up and do their makeup just perfectly and curl their hair. And this new thing of perfection.
But I guess I can understand that if it's, say, a sponsored video. You want it to look.
But then from a sponsored video perspective, everything looks different. If all of your videos, like I made a simple video recently, and I had to do it with a voiceover because it was very specific, certain wording that they wanted and all this stuff. So if I didn't do a voiceover, I had to ended up like refilming it several times for edits and things. As it happened, everything was okay. But when you do a sponsored video, most of the time it's going to look more polished because you're going to end up doing it with a voiceover. It's going to be clips and whatever else. But if that's not your style of video, it real stands out as that's an unusual kind of video. And so if you see that, like, I'm capable of making a really polished video, but it's not really my style. I am more of a sit in front of a camera and chat.
Have a chat.
Some people will put in like clips of like swatches. Ooh, now let's do like a slow swatch clip to go over the thing. That's really nice.
Yeah,
I like it. I've done it in the past, but oh my god, it takes so long. If I've not got that much time, I can either film 2 videos and make them chatty, or I can film 1 and be like, ooh.
But also, obviously the people that have the perfect videos must spend a lot of time editing those videos.
Siren.
Siren.
Yeah, they've got more time.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I've got a Get Ready With Me video. It's taken me ages to edit, and I'm still not finished. But I don't know whether it needs to be perfect or whether you would prefer it as chatty.
Get Ready With Me's, I find, when I film a video, I mean, you guys tell us, when I film a video and it's like a non-sponsored video, and it's Get Ready With Me and it's just kind of like me putting on makeup silently or to music or with a voiceover, people don't like it. They want to sit down and do a chat, and I like that. I way prefer chatty videos.
Yeah.
Just try and stop me talking.
But I don't do that kind of video, so for me, I'm not used to like that kind of, does it need to be this polished?
Imagine tea with E whilst you're putting on your makeup.
Maybe I should do that. Get Ready With Me tea with E.
Yeah.
That would be good.
But I just, like, the only reason you're thinking that that's not right is because of what you've seen.
Yeah.
And because when we started making YouTube videos, it was people in their bedrooms just making these really informal videos. And now it's people in studios making episodes of things. There are whole crews involved behind making someone's individual YouTube channel video. That's madness. It's not, this is not what it used to be. It used to be stuff like this, just sit down and chat. And now you feel that real pressure of, it has to be perfect. Everything I put out there has to be perfect, or people will think that I'm not perfect. We're not perfect.
Do you feel pressure?
I used to feel loads of pressure, and I definitely changed the format of videos and things for a while, but you have to think people subscribe to you for you and for what you were doing. They weren't subscribing to you thinking, I hope they turn into that YouTuber, or I hope they start making videos differently.
Yeah.
Because if they didn't like them, they wouldn't have subscribed. So you have to stay true to you, because that's the only thing that makes you different to everybody else.
I think there's no perfection.
No.
Nobody's perfect.
And if you ever see this in vlogs and you're like, oh, she has the perfect life, or he has the perfect life, or I wish I had that house, or whatever else, it's not everything that it seems to be. Like if you look at all the good things in your life and you only look at those things and don't look at the negative, it probably seems pretty perfect.
Yeah.
But because it's your own, you kind of real close to the negatives and you dwell on those things rather than kind of editing it all out like you can on Instagram.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like a little chat on perfection because it's something that's been kind of coming up more and more recently. People talking about kind of, I don't know, just trying to compare themselves with other people, and I don't think
you should compare yourself to anybody. Be you.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned.
You are perfect in your own way.
Yeah.
And
don't try to be somebody else's perfection.
No, because it is that. One person's perfection is like, oh, I hate that, I love that, or we viewed a house the other day and they thought that was perfect. Let me tell you, the living room, the wallpaper they put in that house, it was a footballer's house. Now, it's not like, I know, it's not like a footballer's house, we're not millionaires. Just a little footballer, retired.
Little league.
It's a little footballer, it's a miniature person. It's not a little footballer. But we went around this person's house, and the hilarious thing I had to mention about the footballer because their bedroom was black and white stripes all around the room. Like a referee!
Oh! Maybe that's what it was then. That's the thing.
Bedroom athletics. I just couldn't understand why a previous footballer would want his bedroom full on. There was the Lulu Guinness house.
Oh, the Lulu Guinness house, yeah.
Black and white stripes all around the living room. Why would you do that?
But they thought it was perfect.
But they thought it was perfect.
You were like, that's gross.
It was like, it said in the list, it's like tastefully decorated. I'm like, by whose standards? So that's their perfection. It was definitely not mine. But it just goes to show that it's different for everyone, and you can't look at little snippets of people's lives and think, what do they say? Don't compare, what is it? Don't compare your like middle of the story to the final chapter of someone else's or something.
I've never heard that before.
There's like a saying.
Is there?
But you know what I mean. It's a meme. Is it a meme or is it a meme? And how can you tell us that? Is it a me, or a meme? I heard it said as a meme.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know the picture with the text over it? Any kind of thing on Instagram that's like a quote and its picture. It's called a meme or
Is
a
it?
meme. It's M-E-M-E.
I thought it was just a quote.
Well, it's called I think it's called a meme. Because I saw it on a TV show and they were like, oh, someone's made a meme about me. And I thought they were saying mean. But I think they were saying meme and I thought it was called a meme. And now I feel like a fool.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Please, someone tell me what it's called. Is it a meme or a meme? Went off on a tangent, so yeah.
Should we wrap it up in closure?
Wrapping it up. Wrapping it up. Perfection with a bow.
Perfection with a bow. Undo that bow because nobody's perfect.
And don't ever look at anyone online and think, wow, I wish I was that person.
Hang on. You can aspire, you can like qualities about certain people, but
don't wish you were that person because
be you.
They probably wish they were someone else.
But you're unique. Be unique to you and be true to yourself. Don't be anybody else.
Yeah. Kim Kardashian wishes she was a daughter. Guaranteed.
Oh, we had this conversation.
Whoever it is you're aspiring to be is aspiring to be someone better, so there is no perfect.
Just be you.
Yeah. And enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
So that's it for today's video. We will film some more soon, maybe.
Don't know when we see each other next.
Yeah, hopefully soon, and we will both be moving shortly. So we're thinking of doing a moving tips video. If you would like that, let us know.
We're not moving in together. I just thought that we'd put it out there. We're not.
Emma's moving into a McMansion.
McMansion.
Macmillan Mansion. I love it. She's moving into a McMansion. So we're all going to live with her, with the footballer.
You can have the Lulu Guinness room.
Anyway, yeah, we're going to go now and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.